Generic greetings and welcome back once again to MewnBase, where in the previous episode we once again expanded and got some more power, more storage, just more everything really. In this episode it's really just sort of going for the completion really. We have a bit more research to do. Obviously that also means finding some more artifacts and such. So I think that's probably what we'll be doing here, and in order to do that obviously we do need to explore a little bit. We have got a shovel that is about to break, but it shouldn't be a problem. I think when we do go out and explore, we want to make sure that we can get artifacts and maybe some ore as well. So let's go and do that. Let's just sort of reverse the car up and we'll check, and I think the left is where we can go and explore. Obviously it's in the dark, but that is sort of needs must and all that. It's day 25, obviously coming up to day 26 with it being going through this night cycle here. Just double checking to see if we're going the right direction, which we are. And this is a bit of a problem because I can see me very easily missing out on some of the artifacts because obviously it's all dark. It only takes one little bit, not to see. It only takes a moment not to see something, so we'll have to see how we fare. But overall, I think it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Have a little go around and grab these artifacts and such. I might also get the scrap because we can. We can't at the moment anyway recycle it, but we can recycle it if we build the machine to do so. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. So I'm just going to go up. You can see where we're going here. Up and round. A lot of ore. I don't think I really want to stop particularly for the ore. You see there's also a pixel we've not been getting. Heading down. The advantage of doing this is that even if we don't actually see it, we can go on the map and we'll be able to see the artifacts there. I think it is a particular colour on the map, but it's certainly easier when it's light, which we should be coming up to now anyway. There's an artifact. So just for sake of the map, it's bright green, the artifact. So if we do miss one when it's in the dark, we can just go into any sort of bright green spot. That's a rock. Didn't damage the vehicle though. Neither did that. And we can just get that artifact. I think we're missing, a fair chunk of it here. Although, if we're honest, I don't think, realistically, we need to be too precious on getting every little bit of the map unlocked. If there's a bit that we've missed, so be it. So be it. I'd rather just have a little drive around, put as much distance on us as we can, just to pick up these artifacts. I'm going to pick up as many as I possibly can within, I was going to say the time allotted, but there's not really any time. It's more just a case of the oxygen permitting. We do have the Mark II suit, I believe. We did research it, and I don't think you have to build it, so we should be alright in that front. Crunch. Oh, there's an artifact. I do like the physics on this thing where the the back is sort of moving around and sliding around a bit. If you're really driving fast like this, it's sliding all over the place. It actually makes it fun to drive. It can be annoying at times because you're smashing into things, but it's not boring to drive, is I think the better term. That's curious though. Sometimes you go, when you come out, I don't know if it's random where you come out, whether you just come out, whether you always just jump out on the top. Looks like, it looks like you do. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So we've got 4 artifacts in total, which is pretty good. Would like to get a couple more if possible. I'm just going to uncover a bit more of this map here, and there's also a big chunk there as well that we can go and look at. And looks like it's not worked out there. I think we have enough time to go up to the northeast, although it's quite a big rocky field. There's another one. And I think what we'll do is we'll pick that up and we'll just head back. But we'll head a little bit to the left and then we'll head back a way that we not came before. So we're still uncovering ground. There's another artifact. Hang on, was that 2 artifacts? Was that a one further down? It might have been. I'm going to put all those back. I don't know if that was an artifact to the right. It is an artifact to the right. I just saw it at the corner of my eye. So we'll get in this, quickly turn around. That's a problem. That's oxygen low. We're cutting it fine here. But remember that noise means we're cutting it, we're low, so I think it was on 35 when it made that noise. But previously we had less than that. So we do have a little bit more time, a little bit more leeway. The disadvantage is that my vehicle is actually running out of power. You can see it's almost on empty, and I don't think we're going to make it back. That's a problem. And how we're doing? We're just going to make it back in time. Park it up. Running on fumes, essentially. O2, you can see, is 0, so I need to come inside. Take a deep breath, and there we go. Right, start the research. So, we have, yes, successfully managed to get back, which is good. I'm going to push this vehicle into that to make sure it's getting, yeah, it is getting filled up, which is good. Yeah, it looks like you do just pop out the top there. And that means we've got lots of artifacts. Right, good. So, what else do we need then? Well, let's have a quick look at the research. Obviously, this is going to be the next thing that we unlock, but everything else is pretty much sorted. Navigation, I probably should have made before heading out, but it's not a huge problem. Let's go ahead and I think we'll get that. I want to get navigation, which requires 2 metal beams, so 1, 2. We'll set that on the go. We'll pick up some these electronics, which is now done. There's 2 electronics, and it means that still get in the habit of cycling that. Looks like it hasn't rained actually in a while, so all the plants do need oh, we actually need 3 metal beams. Yeah, all the plants need watering, and that's quite a nice blue actually. You notice there? It's quite nice. It's like illuminating the area quite a bit. We can see what happens if we toggle that off. So it is actually a noticeable amount of light. Shame it's so big you can't walk past it, which is a bit of a problem. Go ahead and create that comms tower. Also, create, I think, a switch, which requires a component and a conduit. The reason for that is I want to place the... That's fueled up now. I think we can realistically get rid of that there. I want to place the... Oh, hang on. It's further down. Oh, this is all worked out completely wrong. Didn't make the switch, and I picked up the research station before it was finished. Get that. And the switch I'll place in here. That's now on. And I want to place the research station here. And there we go. So the research station will set going again. But I might have lost one of those, sadly. So this is our nav beacon. You can see that wherever we are, we get this line denoting where our base is. And we also get like a little flashing bit there as well. You don't have to have it at the base, you can have it anywhere you want. But I find it a little bit distracting, so I tend to have it on a switch to turn on and off. And that's curious. It's saying it's repairing something. That's a bit of a bug, I think. I think that's going to permanently do that now, which is going to be slightly annoying. Let me just back this up and connect the trailer up again. There we go, that's connected. I'll see if this can get sorted. Go up to there. That's fueling it up at least. And as I said, we are on totally, well, say renewables, solar and wind, lightning connector. Don't think an RTG is classed as renewable, but certainly we're not burning wood or anything. That's getting fueled up. It's now fueled up. And that's still doing that. I'm tempted to pick it up, but I'm hoping it doesn't break. No, I think we've just got... I think we've got a bug there. Oh, well. It's not the end of the day. Let's pick that up. This is now finished. And we've got a recycler. Let's just see what it's like, shall we? Might as well try it. Cycler can go there. So from here, you can say refined scrap. So we're turning 3 scrap into 1 of these refined scrap. And I'm guessing the refined scrap we can put in the metal. Put in the recycler. Which, there you go. It is working. It doesn't tell me any time, but it's working. Let's finish this research. Oh, it's a box. I thought it was a carrier. So at least we've got that. So we've got another one of those. Let's go ahead and get the last bit of research, which should, yes, elicit an achievement, which is good. Oh, and you get 1 metal plate. So the recycler is fairly poor, actually, isn't it, when you consider the amount of effort required to get all of that. Anyway, I'm going to have a quick run around and collect some of these. Although I'm very tempted to go back out in the car and get some more artifacts, and maybe even build ourselves another researcher so we have 2 of them on the go, just to say we get all of those artifacts completed, because that would be nice. In terms of food, we've got more than enough, I think, for our survival. We've got all of this anyway, so we can create pretty much whatever we want. Let's do that, and we'll create 2 more of these hearty meals. We can also make some plant-based soup as well and all sorts. So we've got loads of stuff if we wanted to do that. Let's put those back. I'm just going to go in here and we'll place all of this ice in there like so, and job done. All right. So I think we will do that explore that I mentioned. So I'm going to open that up, take out that artifact. I'm going to dump down... Actually, I'm not going to dump it. I'm going to place the wire in there. And the wood. Just to give us some more... I'm going to say more storage. I could put another trailer on the back, but I think that's just going to make it really ungainly. It's going to be all over the place. I'd prefer that not to happen. There's some more stuff just being crafted as well, so that's fine. Looks like we're actually going to come up to nighttime again. Actually, we're on full energy as well, which is pretty good. There'll be another research shortly. There we go. There's a cat bed. Continue. And we'll just say, once again, research. So there's nothing else to actually upgrade. You can see everything tech upgrade-wise we've completed. Some stuff we haven't built. We haven't built the med bay, which we should probably build, shouldn't we? Because I don't really want to head out now while it's dark. So let's go ahead and make a med bay. Requires scrap metal, electronics, and a habitat module. So I'll make the electronics. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm going to take the wood there, and we'll make... Sorry, take the metal. And then we're going to have a look around for scrap. So scrap is... There, rocks. That's ice. Where is the nearest scrap? Trees. Rocks. Where's the nearest scrap? Dead tree? Plant or... Scrap metal. Okay. Actually, scrap metal is not that common around here then, by the look of it. Yeah, it's like this bit up there. So we'll have to go up. It shouldn't be a problem. We'll get it that way. Obviously, very dark, so we can hardly see anything. There's some scrap now. We'll start picking that up. I can understand the need for a recycler. Or rather, I can understand like the usefulness of it. But for what we do, I think actually the scrap is more useful. Considering the ore that we can collect anywhere. As mentioned previously, as soon as you get the vehicle here pretty much set, you just drive wherever you need to go. You can just cover so much ground. Just pick that wood up. I think that's about right. Okay, we're going to head back. We got 4 scrap. Problem is, it's dark. You can't see. Oh, there's loads more scrap. It's dark. It's on a dark background. And there's dark scrap. So, finding it is actually a lot harder than it has any right to be. But the sun's come up. Day 27. We are hungry. There we go. We're actually picking up some components as well when we're doing this, so that's pretty good. Gonna run back, and we will get ourselves one of those. I'm going to pick up this, which will obviously turn off that. It's not a problem. Craft. This is our med bit. I'll place the rest of these pieces in there. Don't need to keep holding them for now. Place that there. And there's another one of those. Sadly, once again, no new artifact, but there you are. So I'll research that. I'm going to empty our pockets. Going to place these around. Turn on the navigational beacon, and we're heading off. This time we're going to head east. Oxygen's okay. Really, that's the limiting factor, really, oxygen. And I'm going to try not to be too precious about exactly, 2 artifacts, where we go in terms of unlocking things. This is, I don't really have any amount in mind, really, for these artifacts. Just as many as I can possibly get my hands on. We don't really know what they are, where they came from, etc. Well, actually, no, we do know what they are, because it's telling us what they are. It's a cat bed. I don't know why it would be here, but then again, we don't know why we're here. Not seeing anything. This location. I'm going to head up to sort of new virgin ground. There we are. And that's 3 artifacts already, which is good. Happy with that. I'm going to head north a little bit. Lots of debris, lots of rock, but we're just stopping for artifacts. Anything else, like scrap and such, we can get more locally. And obviously we have 3 more inventory slots remaining. But we also have the trailer behind us, which has a full set. Actually, we're filled up completely. Okay, there we go. So filled up, so I've just got the 7, I think, on me now. I'm going to head back, because as you can see, we've clearly went quite a way. And it's very, very easy to get too far out, and then you end up being absolutely screwed. But there you are. You can see we've got this navigational beacon. It's hardly... There's a tiny dot there. There it is there. Almost a few pixels. Probably not even... Because of compression and such. Probably not even shown for yourself. You probably won't be able to see it. But it's so tiny because of how far away the base is. Just to give you a bit of perspective on just how far we've come. If we look at the map there. Tempted to do another pass, go up. Actually, no, I don't think so. I think that would be a bit irresponsible considering what we've got on us and the fuel as well. I mentioned about the main limiting factor, oxygen for us, and it is, but also the fuel. You know, we're coming about maybe a third of fuel. Power remaining, yeah. We'll have a little bit look up here. Oh, that's just a pretty much dead end full of rocks. And... no. Okay. I think we will start to head back. Oops. Oh, and this is where we have all kinds of issues. Oh, was that an artifact? I think it might have been. Yes, it was. Check on the map. Yep, just the one. Pick that up. And I believe that makes 10 artifacts now. Right, we're going to head back. I'm just following the Navigational Beacon. Just following this here. There's another artifact, though. Didn't expect to find one there. Because I thought this is all uncovered. But no, we're fine. Yeah, it's all well-trodden ground now. That's a rock. Just making sure it was a proper rock, not a fake stage rock made of polystyrene. And... oh, we've actually overshot the base somewhat. Let's see what state the base is in. It seems to be alright. Nothing broken. Not that we would have it broken. Continue and start to research. Turn off the navigational aid. We don't need that. I want to go inside, cycle the airlock, obviously get our suit full, and honestly I just want to create more researching. So in order to do that, strangely we need more scrap, which I'm actually going to have to head out to get more scrap. While that's... oh, looks like... while that's getting sorted, just go in here. More suit oxygen. You can see base 325 maximum suit oxygen. This thing we can go up to, and you use that, and then you heal yourself. You get that healing bonus there. Healing for a certain amount of time, which is alright. We're only on half fuel. That's fine. We don't need full fuel. I'm just going to head in a direction. I'm just looking for scrap. I need a sort of handful of scrap. I know that's not a exact unit of measurement, but basically any scrap that we see we'll stop, pick up, and then continue along in the car. Also, because we haven't been here, there is a chance of us finding some more artifacts, which would be handy. There's some scrap, which also gives us a couple of cogs there, a couple of gears. What are they actually called? Components. Of course they are. There's 5 scrap metal so far. A little bit more here. Getting that. Head up and out. Ah, there's 2 scrap as well. So that should be more than enough for our needs. Because it's raining, we will get our... oh, that's handy. We will get our water pump working. And let's just head back. And also, if it comes in more heavy, I might as well stop for all that over there. We may even get the lightning arrestor working, which I haven't actually seen working. To be honest though, I've not really stood around it when it's been like this, for maybe obvious reasons. There's another bit of scrap, but you know what? I think we've got enough. Day 29, halfway through. Let's just stop. Well, I do need to park it up, really. There is the laser pointer. All of this, obviously, stuff we've pretty much seen before. Let's go ahead and craft some wire and 2 wires and 2 components, and we want to make from here another research station. Set that going. Hungry, yes. And we're going to place another research station in here, which allows us to now double our research output. And we will do just that. And we're going to continue on that theme to get even more. So once again, looking at that, we need 5 metal plates, which we Oh, we'll just have enough for one more. But we need to make other things as well, remember. So, 5 metal plates, 2 electronics. So, there's 1 electronics. That's 2 in total now. So, that should mean we need 1 more metal plate. And there we go. Crafting another one. So, that's like more research than I really thought we'd ever realistically need or have. Looks like the water, you can see as well, is actually quite full, which is pretty good. So we'll pick that up and we'll crack on with that research. I'm just going to get the miner out of the way. I like the way it turns. I like the way it's different from the other vehicle. I'm going to detach the trailer and just bring this in, just to get it sorted. We always might as well reverse it in. I mean, the garage is not in the ideal position, is it, realistically? There we go. And it still puts us up top. Right, so we'll collect that. There's another potted plant, and we're continuing on with research. So there's 3 of those on the go, and we have in the back of this, it pretty much full anyway, so that's pretty good. There's that light illuminating the area. There's the automated drone off to repair that as well. Pretty good. 25 research points. We can't spend it on anything, you understand. It's pretty useless to us, the actual points. I'm just trying to go for the artifacts while we continue on and get to the end. There's some treats there. Continue on with that. That's 30 research points in total. You can see we've still got 4 things to unlock, but we've increased our chances by putting these in. But then again, we still might not get it done. It is possible. I'd be tempted to head off to try and find some more, and obviously we do have quite a way to go. I mean, we can scroll the map out, and you can see how far we went up there. We can always have a look around here. But if I do that, obviously it's going to mean that we're not actioning these. So, I don't know. That looks like that's broken. It's not using any water here because we have these grown and I haven't done anything with them. But battery power is actually going down. One of the big batteries is completely empty. The other is on the last third of its power and decreasing. If we check the battery, we'll see that, yeah, generation is 18.4, 18.3, but I'm guessing the wind's going down, whereas use is 61. So we may have to turn on the generator, although the sun will be coming up shortly anyway. Oh no, there's the power. Power has turned off. There's another one of those. I'm going to pick up those logs and I'm going to turn on the emergency generator. You see all the lights are now coming back on, and I have a feeling that, to be honest, yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have more than enough to run this thing. More than enough. So total generation is 78.5, usage is 63.1, 4,200 battery storage. So we have more than enough to continuously run 3 of the researches, which is good to know. There is, again, it's not giving us the thing we need. So it must just be random what you find. So it's just randomly picking one of these. So instead of saying, right, pick one that you haven't got and giving it to you, it is just randomly assigning one, which is a bit of a shame. There we are. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 remaining in the bottom there, and none in the back of that. So what I might do is wait until we've finished these and then head back out. Day 30. So we've only got 3 more days until our mission is complete. There's a leak there. What do we need to make the auto crafter? A robot that can make and collect items in adjacent modules. Yeah, so you just set it going and it picks stuff out and makes it. So it's basically that, an advanced version of this. To make one of those then we would need 2 engines and 2 conduits. 2 engines we could probably get. Let me pick up all of these. Let's see if we can make that. So we need wire. Oh no, we're actually out of metal plates. So we'd need to go and get ore. The nearest source of ore, well, a lot of it is there. Or over there. Alright. Maybe heading out sooner rather than later. Let's get rid of those for now. I'm going to wait until this one's done, and I think we'll have a little trip over there to get some ore. I'll also need another shovel, because I think that's about snapping too. But then again, I don't have the ore to actually do it in the first place, so there you go. Oh, there we go. There's Artifact 5. That is a carrier. So I thought there was a carrier. Yeah, it is a carrier. Okay, so we're only on 3 more remaining. Right, let's get this vehicle hooked up to this. And there we go, that's now hooked up. This one will be done shortly. Cat bed. Place another one of those in. And here we go. We're off and out. I guess I could use the recycler to recycle some of the scrap that we have. But even then, you won't get much. So, there you are. What I'll probably do is, realistically, mine all of the ore. I don't think heading out now for artifacts is a good idea. It's going to get dark very shortly. I think we'll just pick up all of the ore that we possibly can around here. Wait until that pick snaps in half. And then we'll go back, weather the night, and then I guess head out in the morning for more artifacts if we need them. You never know. We could go back and we've looked out and everything's all sorted. We've got all of the artifacts required. I very much doubt it, but it is technically possible. As I said, unlikely, but still, we can only hope. Might as well pick up all of these while we're here. Bits of scrap. You can see I'm switching to my just bare hands, basically, because you don't need to use the shovel to pick these up. I don't know if there's an increase in speed or anything, but it certainly is just... I'd rather not use it. There we are. Another one up here, and one to the right. Oxygen good, food not so much, but we do have something to eat. Where's the nearest ready source? It's up the top here. But I think the pick's going to break any moment anyway, so it's not going to much matter. Back to really dark. That's a technical term. Hang on, 1 scrap metal, it was 2. Maybe not. And where's our vehicle? It's here. Be nice if the light stayed on the vehicle. We've come a lot further, there we go, than I expected to come actually. There we go, and food. I think we're on pretty much 1 solid meal a day, and there's the pick broke. Okay, so that has limited our mining operation. We actually mined a lot more than I thought we would have done, but there you are. So we're just heading pretty much straight down now, straight south. A little bit sort of south-southwest, if anything. Trying to not hit too many rocks. And we get back to base. Didn't turn on the nav system, but it matters not. And we'll have a look. So, another plant. Get that researched. Bed. Get the other one researched. And that one. Shame. Okay, so nothing special, nothing extra there. Oh, the wind now. So now we should have, if we check that, that'll probably be generating a lot of power, which is pretty good. So I'll save for that one, start crafting all of the metal. And I want to probably go ahead and dump that in there. I need to make another shovel, which will require 1 more metal, which takes a little while to do that. And then we'll go for an improved shovel. 2 more days left in order for us to... Well, 2 more days left for us to, yeah, leave the planet. I'm going to unhook the back and charge this up. Because we're going to go on another exploration for items. And, oh, power. We're out of power. But we are now full of fuel. I'm guessing the wind is... Yeah, the wind will be stopping the charging. There you are. Oh, I also better... If I'm going to go out... See the speed decrease there. Best going inside. And that's a problem. Yeah, look at all them. All the solar panels are covered. Which is to be expected, really. But the drone's going to finish all of those. It does have to come back. Once it's finished its task, it comes back and then heads off again. So I think we'll go off to the southwest this time. That's probably the closest bit of unexplored territory. In fact, we're just about to enter said territory, and there we are. And straight away, we managed to come across an artifact, which is pretty good. Once again, it's going to depend on a lot of luck here, so I'm just gonna drive in one direction. Obviously, having to go around some of the rocks and the plants and such, and it seems to put us on the opposite side of where we need to be a lot of the time, or maybe that's just confirmation bias or something on my part. Seeing all the times it goes wrong rather than when it goes right. And we're probably due for a turn. I'll go until I find the next artifact and then I'll turn around. And there we are. And we can see we've come quite a way out. It's not a problem. Just go down a little bit and start to head back. And you can see we're missing out a couple of bits on the map there. A little strip. But I'd rather... Not really too bothered. Oh, I'd like to actually pick that up as well. Not too bothered. As long as we get the majority of ground covered. Interested to see what gets added in the future to the game. It tends to be quite a slow burn. You don't get a huge amount of updates to it. I mean, I think the first time we played this was, well, years ago. And obviously stuff has been added since then, but nothing like, let's say, maybe game changing. Just keeping an eye on the map, you see, pressing M all the time. And then going down, and then driving back. Pretty much back up, and following that same line. Yeah, I wonder what's added in the future. Be nice to see other life forms, like people you can interact with. I wouldn't say enemies. I don't think it being a hostile game, in that sense of, you know, having to fight people. I don't think that would be really. Well, that wouldn't be something I'd be interested in. I think this would be. I like the passive nature of the game, but you never know. So, getting back to the original end turning point, around about here, we'll do a turn, go around, and oh, bump right into an artifact. So we've already got several in the boot. How many have we got? We're full actually, so yeah, it's just my inventory now to fill up, which we've got 4 more slots remaining. If we did that, I'd be very, very pleased. I also didn't turn on the Navigational Beacon again. It shows you just how much I care about it and how useful it possibly is. Because if it was that useful and that great, I would probably have it, you know, I'd have more of a intuition to turn it on. Oh, am I going to get this stuck? No, we managed to just break free of that trap. Coming around here and out. I don't think, realistically, with the fuel we have left and oxygen we have left, we're going to be able to continue exploring. So I think we'll call that a good job. Well done. And we'll head back to base. After smashing into everything along the way, you understand. And I'm going to detach the trailer. Just because it's easy to fuel up. Another laser pen. Shame. And let's see what the rest is. Cat ball. I think we're just going to put all of these in. And there we are. We'll go inside and have a bit of a... Take a long breath. A deep breath. Have some food. These are crafting. So what do we need for the auto crafter? Auto crafter is a construction yard, mortar and conduit. The thing is though, in order to make it you need a construction yard. Unlike previously where we've ripped the component off the ground and built it, we can't do in this case because we need the construction yard to actually build the thing that we wanted to... yeah, we need to use the construction yard to build it, so I don't think it's going to happen. Day 32. This is our last day on the planet. We have 3 researches going, and we have another basically 2 sets. Well, we have another 1 and a bit to go because we've got another 5 to research. So realistically, even if we headed off, we wouldn't probably find enough to get these because it's like I say, it's random. It's just time. If you were in the sandbox mode, you could very easily get this done. I know there's an achievement for it. I know there's other achievements as well for getting like a certain amount of water storage or oxygen generation. Sorry, power generation. Survive for more days than we've got on here. I think it's 150 days or something. But there you are. But 3 researches on the go. Overall, though, I like some of the new additions. This thing in particular, I think is pretty good. Not only does it have, not only does your oxygen go up, in fact, when you're in here, because it's a pressurized compartment, so I assume it uses fuel, maybe, or not. Either way, being able to go around and mine with that is really, really useful. There's a clockwork mouse. There's a laser pen. And there's a fishbowl. So, sadly, no extras. It's still going to be the ball of wool or string. I think a collar with a bell on. And the play toy. You can see the samples we've got. 95. And everything else is unlocked. So, yeah. What else could we have built? Well, as I said, the automated... the auto crafter we could make. I mean, to make a construction yard, it wouldn't be overly complex. I mean, we could try it, can't we? We've got the resources, I believe, so might as well give it a go. So that requires 3 components. I might as well go up here and take out all of the wires and such. Make sure these are sorted. Yeah, pick that up. So we need just 1 more of these beams, which we've now got. So we'll create that construction yard. And we need, for one of these, 2 conduits, which is just wiring. So there's 2 of those. We'll set that going for metal plates. And, oh, we can't actually pick it up. Okay. I'll dump my shovel on the ground. It's not really required anymore. And I'll dump that on the ground for now. And we also need a mortar, I believe. Was it just the 1 mortar? It is 2 mortars, actually. So the mortar requires gears. 1, 2. There we go. And some wire. And that should be it made. Or it should be it. That should be that craftable, should I say. And there we go. Auto crafter. That's getting built. We have a box, sadly. Oh, again, 1 we've already got. Go up the top here. There's another play toy. And, oh, there's the cat bell. So we have only 2 more remaining. Is it possible we could go ahead and get those? I very much doubt it. Like I say, it's random. How many do we have in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 18 items. It's random which one you get. I don't think we're going to get them off that. Don't think that's going to happen. We'll place our auto crafter. There it is. So the way you do that is you add the job and you can select item. next to it. So if we had, actually, if we pick that up and we place it, say, in here, it would be able to pick up from that box, I think. Alright, auto crafter. And you had the job to make axes and such. Yeah, so I can say make... I mean, what would you really want to automate? Making loads of... Maybe you'd want to make loads of wire. And it says missing ingredients. Tell you what, pick that up. We'll place... Place that in there. And the auto crafter down here. And I want to say make... Oh, hang on, add job. 10. And there you go. It's working. So it's picking them up, and then it's actually dropping them in there, of all places. So I'm guessing it's just places somewhere adjacent. So if we had another box somewhere, it may even place them in there. In fact, let's try something. If I pick this up, will it pick stuff up from here and place it elsewhere? Oh no, because it's actually using this. It's using that to do it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's using that to do it. Very clever. So it's picking up there and getting built. Right. That could give us some options there. There's the collar with the bell on. And so the collar with the bell on is something we didn't have until we then had 3 of them. Brilliant. And this is the final day. Okay. Tell you what then, let's go ahead and see if we can get some more. I don't think it's going to be possible. Where's the nearest? Probably to the left hand side. I think I will treat ourselves to some navigation. But there you are. Zipping through here. Trying to get past as much as... Just put as much ground behind us as possible. Let's just go. There's one straight away. I'm not going to spend too long here, because not only do we have to pick these up, we have to get back, and then it takes 2 minutes to research. So there's no point in being out to get loads and loads of artifacts when we don't have the time to go back and actually analyse them in the first place. Right in front of us there. Nice. So 6, I think, is pretty much our limit, I would assume. I would assume perhaps wrongly. There's another one. I think because of our direction, we may, yeah, go up and then head back that way. There's nice 3. And then we'll head back. Overall, though, I've enjoyed it. Like I say, it's not been a stressful time on the game. In fact, I would go as far as to say some of the time, especially... Oh, is that one over there? No. Some of the time, especially now, it's actually been fairly sedate and there's been not much happening. Which is the generous way of saying it's a bit boring now and again. But it is what it is. It's given us the 30-odd days, which I don't think we've survived for 30-odd days in previous mini-series before. Normally, we've done 20-odd days, and it's just this one that it's given us that. So, there you are. So that's 5 artifacts. We're going to find a 6th one, which is here, and then we'll head back, and that should be us. Like I say, I don't think we're going to be able to do this. I don't know if we have any options for continuing on further. Like, I don't know if it says, look, this is your last day. Congratulations, do you want to leave, or you completed? Did you want to stay? I'm not going to. It's like I say, this is just for the sake of doing something while we finish it, because realistically, when we got the farm, as soon as we got the farm done, even before then, we were pretty much completely self-sustainable. And then with the RTGs and that, you know, taking a lot of the effort out of it when it comes to the generation of power. Having to constantly manage those generators was the sort of main focus, managing that power. But with all of the solar that we've got, with the RTGs, with that wind turbine, and mainly the battery storage, let's be honest, we can, you know, happily charge those batteries up in the day, use it throughout the night, and crack on that way. Might pick up all of these. There we go. And maybe plant away. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Turn that off. That's our base though. It's nice. Happy with it. Let's place all those in there. You see, all of these are out of power. This only works at night. This automated crafter, because of how that's set up, which is an interesting setup, isn't it? It's gonna say it's not. It's not able to do anything there. See if we toggle that. Hang on, no, that. Strange. Yeah, you only want it when it's dark. Says the 3 researchers. 120 points. Communications ruins of a base. Yes, that is true. We've got pretty much everything built. We haven't got a water spigot. Take water out of your base's water supply. Means we can take it out of there and make bottles, so we could, you know, if we need to craft and such. I think the last big update, apart from this automation one and the mining thing, was the chemicals. So that obviously gives us more to do in the new plant types. But I'm hoping we see more things to build, and certainly like maybe even other creatures to see and do and interact with, and that will be some natives, some locals would be quite good too. Almost finished the research here. But you can see we're coming close to the end of the day. So there's the litter tray, there's a collar, and there's a clockwork mouse. So sadly, we're not going to get that. We tried our best, but it looks like we are going to successfully survive throughout the 33 days there. We came in on that thing just above us. We then went around and picked up all of the boxes, started crafting, had basically an airlock and the oxygen recycler, went ahead, did some more crafting, started researching, managed to get a smelter and then the fabricator, went up and got some solar power, went for batteries. I believe we then went for vehicles to then get eventually more rocks. For that I get RTGs, then obviously down the automation route, and then that way as well. But that, I think, is the end of that. Mission completed. Return to lander to take off. Don't worry, you can always come back apparently. So there's our lander. Click and launch. Propulsion okay, retro okay. Oh yeah, propulsion go, retro go, everything else, and we head off. Success! You completed your mission. Normal mission, days survived 34, artifacts research 16. It says we can come back. I don't know if we can, but that has been a bit of MewnBase. Quite a chill one, quite sedate series, especially towards the end, especially when we've got the automated stuff, but hopefully quite enjoyable and relaxing for yourself. If you want to see more, then by all means let me know. Hope you have enjoyed it. Comments in the comments, and we'll have to see what happens in the future for the game. As always, if you have enjoyed it, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.